Yo guys, what's going on? My name is Eclihpse, and today we're going to be going over things that all Clash Royale players love. At any point in this video, if you agree with what I say, please give the video a like, and of course, if you disagree with anything I say in this video, you can feel free to give the video a dislike. Let's set the like goal high on this video. If we can break 2,000 likes on this video, I will break down in tears, but without further ado, let's get into today's video. The first thing I absolutely love in Clash Royale are the Wi-Fi bars. The Wi-Fi bars are the backbone to every battle, and whenever you're in a battle and you see these Wi-Fi bars, it just brings you so much excitement. Let's go back to some clips from yesterday. In these clips right here, I went from 2,500 to 2,300 in just like 23 minutes due to the Wi-Fi bars. The Wi-Fi bars automatically drop your trophies and they look pretty cool. It's not often you get to see orange in your game, and these Wi-Fi bars are just a great example of showing it. Also, if you look right here, I have a balloon in the mirror card, but I haven't even deployed my balloon yet. So right here, something is a bit fishy. Then moving on to some further raids, of course nothing works, and then when everything finally starts playing, all my troops move like super speed and then I continue to lag. So these Wi-Fi bars are definitely amazing. Moving on to the second thing that all Clash Royale players love, this is going to be going against spawner decks. So spawner decks are honestly like the coolest thing ever, and like they're super easy to combat, because what happens is the player has like a barbarian hut and that produces 2 barbarians, then they put 4 more barbarians on top of that, then they send like minions, goblins, archers, a bomber. They literally will just spam your lane and you cannot counter it to save your life. Sure, if you have a fireball, a rocket, or a giant skeleton, but by the time you counter their troops, they already have that many troops coming right back towards the bridge. So it's just an endless cycle of trying to counter their troops, and when you finally counter their troops, they already have more troops coming at you. Spawner decks are literally like the coolest thing ever. And in case you don't like spawner decks enough, this is actually going to lead on to our third thing that all players love, and that is defense decks, or more specifically the mortar or the expo pre-patch. Like, the mortar is a super awesome strategy. It takes a lot of skill, so it has to, require a lot of respect when people use it. What happens is the people will put a mortar by the bridge and then a cannon, then they'll send skeletons to distract, they'll have an inferno tower, a Tesla, you name it, and they'll have it out there. No matter what troops you place, it'll be super hard to combat the mortar. The mortar just goes in and pounds your towers, and it's like the coolest thing ever to see, just because it's not like an easy strategy. Not all players can use it, so when you see someone use the mortar, you just have to give them a bit of respect, because it's truly like a sight to see. And by the time you counter their mortar, they already have cycled through all of their cards. So like I said, once you counter them once, they already have another mortar down and they're ready to keep on going, just firing, and there's nothing you can do to stop it. And then once you counter that mortar, they already have another one in the rotation, and it's just an endless cycle of trying to counter the mortar of death, and I absolutely love it. Moving on to the fourth thing that all players love, this is going to be going against a player who is a level higher than you, and it seems like in my case, whenever I go against someone who's higher than me, they always use the spawner, or they always use a mortar or some stupid deck, and they really shouldn't win, but they just use no skill armies and they kick my ass every time. And by the time this higher level player beats me, they laugh and then proceed to say thanks, and it's moments like these where I wish I had some taunts just so I can yell at them, say no, not a good game, or something like that, because these players right now who are a higher level than you use stupid strategies and then who laugh after they beat you, they deserve the plague, or they deserve, something terrible, because nothing makes me happier than losing to someone like this. The final thing I love about Clash Royale is when it's about to be a tie, the timer's running out, their tower's low, you throw a fireball, you're trying to win, but the timer runs out, and as it is zooming out, your fireball hits their tower, and instead of you winning, or instead of you pushing it to overtime, you now have a loss because you couldn't get your fireball down a second earlier. This happens to me so many times, and I wonder how many more raids I can have actually won if my little, fireball, rocket, etc. could have went down just a second earlier. Those are the 5 things I have to say in this video, and obviously this video isn't things I love about Clash Royale, it's actually the things I hate about Clash Royale, and I'm sure that became obvious once I mentioned the Wi-Fi bars. But if you hated any of these things in the video, feel free to give the video a like. Let's hit 2,000 likes, I know you guys can do it. And of course, if you love everything in this video, which I would find strange if you did, then you can feel free to give the video a dislike, I guess. But of course, the decision's up to you, so do whatever floats your boat. I really won't be upset. So guys, this has been Eclihpse. I hope you all enjoyed or found this video entertaining. I know that I was pretty pissed during the recording of all this because everything in this video happens to me on a daily basis. So again, I hope you all enjoyed, and peace out.